We are live. Do you think people can hear us right now?
Probably not, because that seems like our MO.
That's how we roll. Can you hear us?
Probably not, because that seems
What
like
is
our
that?
MO.
That's how we roll. Why is this happening? Can you hear us?
Probably not, because that seems
What
like
is
our
that? We don't know we're doing.
Oh, you need.
Well, you know that.
I think you need to turn the volume down on. Oh, is it this? I think you need to turn the volume on.
Oh dear. We'll just wait for Bridgie to get all her things together. Anybody else have their stereo on while they're listening to the mic so it feedbacks forever? It's okay. It's kind of fun when that happens. Aloha! Welcome to Primo Kimo's Sock Story Happy Hour. It's Friday. Friday's the best day ever. And welcome to Friday. Cheers. You made it through another week. And cheers to you. We upped our cocktail game a little bit today. Cheers.
We're using Ohana.
Ohana blew
Luau.
out the lake glasses there. I mean, I could turn it all the way around, but yeah, just trust me. It says
They
Ohana.
are Shag, designed by Shag.
Are they? Yeah, I would say so. Oh boy, that's delicious. So we definitely, Jim Johnson, if you're here, we upped our game today for cocktails. I know it's important to you, and we did not want to let you down. So I'm not sure I made a new drink or if I think I invented a new drink. It's Primo's Punch. So it's kind of Planter's Punch with a little navy groggery thrown in, and it's Primo's Punch. So it's what is it? It is. These guys are awesome. Okay, so it's 2 shots of. We simplified the Planter's Punch thing, so it's 2 shots of plantation 5-year Barbados. It's 1 shot. Well, it's got the swizzle of Myers on the top. It's got apricot brandy. What else? Falernum. I put grenadine in it because I didn't want to make simple syrup in it. And Planter's Punch has grenadine, and it's actually Rose's grenadine. There's only just enough. So we took a cop out on that one. But other than that, OJ, bitters, lime juice, has all those things in it. I can't tell you exactly what proportions because I kind of, except for the booze, I kind of winged it. But it does taste good.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
So there people who doubters. So they're doubters. What is that? I just fell off my headphones. Are the batteries in there? Can you see my electronic brains now right here? Oh dear.
What is that?
That's my electronic bionic brains.
I just hit my headphones against the microphone.
Oh, did you? That's so accurate. So we are so happy to be here on Friday. Everybody's working for the weekend. We worked for it. We made it. Our UPS store did not make it. Our UPS store closed. The place that, by the way, we sell stuff on eBay, so we spend a lot of time at the UPS store dropping things off that don't go in the mail. And it closed. It's like we have to go 10 miles away now to drop off our stuff, and that's too bad. And the people were really nice, and it's worse for them than it is for us. That's for sure. Sorry, UPS store. We miss you. You were nice
already.
To us. I know. It was just today.
Tomorrow's our last day.
Closed tomorrow. And UPS store. Oh wait, I have to push the button. Yay for the UPS store. And also for the UPS store. It's really sad that they had to go away. But we have a lot of things to talk about this week because there was an exciting Tiki week this week. There was the Oceanic Arts auction on Sunday, and people were so into that. It was so exciting. We were literally glued to the computer for 2 days. We watched every single possible thing, everything get auctioned off. we bid on a whole bunch of stuff, and we uh, won very few things. But maybe we won something. Not telling you. I'm going to tell you what we could have won, possibly. However,
It's confidential.
This is a fun place and safe for me not to tell you, because I'm not going to tell you. I will tell you someday, but not today. Also, but a lot of things were sold, and somebody went through the auction. You can look on Facebook, look up Oceanic Arts Auction. Somebody literally calculated all the sales, and it was like $1.5 million. And there's just, I mean, I feel like once you split it and once the taxes, whatever, you could be sad about it, but that's an amazing amount of money for for that auction. It was insane.
Well, if you were to add up what they estimated the items to go for, it went way above
it was like
that.
200 grand or
So
something.
I hope it went beyond their expectations.
Yes, I think it did. And I know people were bidding up, we know people were bidding up the numbers so that they could give a little gift, a sending off gift to Bob and Leroy and their families. And aloha to Bob and Leroy. It was a great run you guys had, and thank you very much for how you helped me out with Kahiki Moon.
Yeah, I remember going there. I remember going there once. Did you go more than once?
Yeah, we went there a couple times, but
okay.
It was we went there. I mean, we were doing business when we were building the bar, so but when we went there, it was they were like, come here, son, under my wing, under my Oceanic wing. And they just, I mean, really just helped me out in so many ways. They did charge me for everything, itemized, typed out format. And I actually posted a post on my Primo Kimo Facebook page that shows I when during the auction, when they weren't having the auction, my brain was just so excited with Tiki. I was like brimming over with excitement. I went through a couple things I could think of as far as records I had from Kahiki Moon building it, and I was able to find a letter from Oceanic Arts, and it was a refund for like $159 overpayment for fireproofing some thatch and some natural fiber stuff decor for the Tiki bar, and they sent me back this check that I never cashed, which shows me how just I was like out of my mind. That whole time was crazy, like one crazy year. And
yeah, it was like 10 years just in one. It was insane.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I went to college. I went to hospitality school in 1 year, and it was great. Aloha, people. I don't know who you are because I had to close my windows because it was making noise. But maybe, is Pablos here? Does Pablos hear us? Pablos hear us? I don't know. Nobody. No, there's no comments yet, so I don't know. Maybe nobody hears us. Wouldn't that? No, they did, because we heard ourselves feeding back, so we know people can hear.
Yep.
So Oceanic Art's great. Also, when I was digging through stuff, I found a lot of other cool stuff. But Tiki menus, I mean, I don't know what interests people, but you see this? You see what that's saying?
Hi, Nance. I know you're there. Don't see you, but I know you're there.
Mom?
Love you.
Mom? Mom? My mom is here. Aloha,
oh,
Mom.
Pablos is here.
Pablos is here. Aloha.
Dang it, we miss you so much.
We sure do. We haven't seen you in so long.
Jeez Louise.
I still owe you some socks or something. I don't remember.
Huh?
I don't know, from Florida. There was something about socks. We couldn't meet because of socks. This is the Cocoa Palms. When we went to Kauai on our marriage with my wife right there, we went to Cocoa Palms. We went to Kauai and stayed at the Poipu Hilton Sheraton. No, Poipu.
It was the
really
craziest.
Nice place.
The craziest.
What was it?
Couple nights and we have ever had. It was insanity.
I think it was. Man. What was the name of the place that we had this insanity?
The Hilton. Nancy, are you there? What was it?
It was the Poi Poo. I think the Sheraton was next door, so it wasn't a Sheraton. It was a Hilton. It was really nice. And like when you went down if you went from the check-in desk to like the restaurants towards the ocean, which is lava rocks, pretty much Poi Poo, and it's just got 30-foot ceilings with like flowy fabric that was just like blowing in the wind. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were having a huge music festival for our honeymoon. And all the local people showed up. It was out of control.
It was out of control, and I got properly toasted.
It was insane.
And then we went to Coco Palms and took a ton of pictures, which are back up on Tiki Central. Holy cow, Tiki Central. Go search Coco Palms on Tiki Central. You will see, in locating Tiki, you will see my photo spread that we took on our honeymoon over 2 days.
And what was really, really great is right across the street from the Coco Palms was this
thrift store.
A thrift store. And the ladies there were so awesome. And we asked them, hey, you have any like vintage Hawaiian
nice
stuff?
Where's the good stuff,
yeah.
ladies?
And they were like,
right this way.
We don't put it out on the sales floor. Come with
awesome.
us. And they brought us into the back room, and it was
like
just
racks of vintage.
And they let us buy some stuff. It was so awesome and so sweet of them. And then they were like, oh, hey, warning, if you are going over into the Coco Palms area, make sure
watch your noggin.
Yeah, they said coconuts are constantly falling off those trees and they can smash you in the head.
So thank you from the Coco Palms thrift store across the street. You saved our lives. Probably we still have a dozen shirts that we got there, or dresses and shirts, and that was really awesome. That was our
I wonder
marriage.
if that thrift store is still there.
Last time I looked, it was actually. So I'm just going to go through.
That was 2008, even though we've been together for how many years now?
A lot of years.
A lot of years. How many?
A lot of years. So I'm going to just show you some menus and stuff. This Bali High. I dug these out when I was looking through stuff because of Oceanic Art. So I thought I have so much stuff just locked in storage, not storage, but it's like in my house even. I just don't know where it is and what it is. So anyway, Bali High. This is Massachusetts, right? Moulton Drive, Linfield, Mass. They closed, but we were able to go there before they actually closed. Magic. And then a lot of people know these. Look at these little beauties. These are menus. Beautiful menus.
Some of those were up for auction on Oceanic Arts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything on Oceanic Arts sold for more than it's technically worth, but the intrinsic value, but the sentimental value is quite high. So anyway, that's beautiful. This is from 19 something 1941. October 27th, 1941. You're on a boat going to Hawaii. You were on a boat going to Hawaii, October 27th, 1941. That means that you probably are on Hawaii. Are you on Hawaii December 7th? So if you take a cruise in 1941 to Honolulu, are you October 27th, 1941? Are you still there on December 7th? Because you probably in 1941 are taking a boat home. So how long are you in Hawaii for? This person who had this menu might have been on Oahu and during the bombing of Pearl Harbor. That's pretty interesting.
That is in beautiful condition. I did not realize how old it is.
Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
Wow.
This one has a little I noticed it had a little. Oh no, this one's way better.
Oh really?
This is like really nice. This one doesn't have the food in the bottom corner. This one's October 31st. Oh my gosh, Halloween. 1941.
Wow.
Shall I read from the menu? I will just tell you a couple of things. Because you can imagine the appetizers are fresh crab flake cocktail, crab flakes, sliced eggs, sardelle fillet, stuffed celery Parisienne, chilled fresh papaya nectar or passion fruit juice, fresh grapefruit and apple cocktail, iced pineapple or papaya, cornet of Kentucky ham. That's what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have the pork. Give me some pork. Love my pork. The entrees were cream crab meat with mushrooms, a sauce mornay au gratin. I mean, I'm too hungry to continue reading that at this point. Over here we have Mai Kai. This one's a little faded because the red on the back is, I'm sure it's supposed to be red. We bought a whole bunch of menus that had been posted on. Someone had them on their wall for a very long time. This would be one of them. But it has the Chinese oven entrees, petite filet mignon, $5.95. The Mai Kai.
Is there a year on that one?
There's not an actual year, but I think that the amount kind of dates it a little bit. That was a long time ago. I guarantee it was a long time ago, for sure.
$5.95. Jeez.
Here's a personal script of the famous broadcast. Is this like a particular date? Broadcast of March 11th, 1972. This actually looks way older than it is. Hawaiian Village, Waikiki. And this is a transcript of one particular show of Hawaiian Calls.
Huh.
And I have this for some
What
reason.
was Hawaiian Calls?
A radio broadcast that was syndicated throughout
like
the world.
Fictional, like
no, they sat there at the Royal Hawaiian. No, at the white one. The you know, the big white one, the nice one.
Yeah, not
the big
pink lady, the prince,
the one next to it,
the Queen
with
Mary,
the queen, not queen.
Prince,
the Stanford lady died there.
the
and all
pretty.
The first hotel.
We ate
We don't
brunch
know.
there.
Yeah,
It's
we ate
pretty.
We were there all the time.
That's all we need to know.
Anyway, that's where in that banyan tree right there was every week for, I don't even know, decades and decades, that Hawaiian Calls. It's Hawaii Calls. And that's a transcript. March 11th, 1972. Here is a crazy thing. This is a extremely like this is what makes it troublematic. Is that a word? Troublematic?
Let's make it a word.
What am I trying to think? Troublematic. I think that's the thing you press down in like those games.
I just have one thing to say.
Bring the dice. Just one?
The people, yeah. I would love to have met the people that collected these. They obviously had a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, these are from different places, but this particular one has just a lot of like weird little, I don't know, bordering on racist kind of stuff in it. Well, I mean, that's not my fault. You don't have to. You have to feel bad because they did this at 130 Boylston Street in Boston at the Beachcomber restaurant.
Huh.
So this right here, Hawaii Kai. Probably you know this place. It was around once, and it has like just, I mean, it's a beautiful picture book. And the people that, if we bought these menus from the person, he actually wrote down the date that he went to the restaurant, and he stole the menu, obviously, and who he ate with, generally, not always, but in this particular one, it says he was there October 12th, 1967. I love history.com.
Where was the Hawaii Kai? In Hawaii?
New York City.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a well-known, I mean, it was like really one of the top places, but in New York City. So here we're back to the Beachcomber, which is Boston's tropical paradise, and it's got like these old little characters on it, and they're very simplistic.
They're like little pinup hula girls.
They're little hula-hoolers. And but I don't really have an exact that's the crazy. So basically, if you look at the bottom right there, you can see this guy, and he's literally, the writing of that is sort of dialectical. So this is like this very kitschy menu right here from the Beachcomber in Boston. Boston's tropical paradise.
So all of these restaurants that were named Beachcomber, they
have nothing to do with Don the Beachcomber.
And they have nothing to do with each other, probably either, right?
They may not. I mean, I would say that the writing on here, magical writing. Ooh. That beachcomber Fonty thing is very similar to Don the Beachcomber, but it is not
So
any relation.
I wonder who came first. Probably Don the Beachcomber.
Yeah.
And they were ripping Don the Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
Don the Beachcomber's 1937 Planter's Punch, which this is based on 1937 recipe that I completely changed, so it is no longer this. But this is Primo's Punch. I'll post the recipe. How about I post the recipe? It's very good. I mean, but you can't go wrong if you just use a whole bunch of rum, fruit juice, and well, don't just do that. You have to use falernum. You have to have the proper ice. You have to shake it. You have to use fresh lime juice. You got to have simple syrup. You got to do things right.
Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Nance.
Ruthie's here too. Aloha, Ruthie. You'll probably have to go 9 nights soon.
And your mom said Moana.
Milana's there.
Moana. Your mom said Moana.
What about Moana?
Exclamation point. Moana.
I'm trying to drink my drink. I probably should have a straw.
Hiya, Ruthie.
Mm.
Happy birthday to that little
Pebble
sweet
ice.
pea of yours.
It's his birthday today?
No.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
I don't know. Unbirthday, but it was birthday, right?
I don't know what you're saying. So here's another. This is Pagan Idol. This was a bar. No, this still is a bar. This is a menu from Pagan Idol. This is modern. Just so you know. Oh, these are one of the 4 things I purchased from.
The Hotel
Rugby.
James is Moana.
Oh, the Moana Hotel.
Thanks, Nance.
Hey, everybody. Moana Hotel. The white one, the big one. Hawaii calls. March 11th.
Oh, not till the end of May, Ruthie. Okay. End of May.
Happy birthday ahead of time. So I got 4 from our friend Rugby Matt. Rugby Matt, who who passed away in 2000, I think. We purchased a couple things from his collection because we love him. And so this is from the United Airlines. So there's a menu from United Airlines.
Rugby Matt.
Rugby Matt.
Rugby Matt. He passed away not 2000, not the year 2000. Mm-hmm. James, that would be 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, I messed up. Put a 2 in front of the 0, so it's 2020. Aloha and Vienna. Oh, this is latitude 20 down in New Orleans. Yeah. Huh? Also new. That's a new one. What's this? Hidden Harbor. I've not. That's in Pittsburgh. I've not been there. But this was a kind of a newer. This is a newer restaurant too, and they had a cool mug. I forget what kind of cool mug they had. A mug that I really wanted to get because it was funny.
I see there's a web address on the back of that.
This is the Luau in Chicopee, Mass. Been there a few times. The Chicopee in, the Chicopee. They call this now the Chicopee. The Luau in Chicopee. This right here, everybody should know this, is the birth of NET, which is New England Tiki Tour. And so I suppose technically the birthplace of Ohana Luau at the lake. We met there with Bargoyle sometime in, I want to say like 2007. And we talked about doing an event, and he did everything pretty much, but I helped out a little bit on the very first net. And that was the bulk of my contribution to net because I couldn't make it the next 2 or 3 nets. So, but the first one was actually discussed and came to fruition right here at the Luau. And some West Coast people will be very psyched on this one. Here's a Sam Seafood. This is closed now, but but this is a lot of West Coast people got their tiki chops at the Sam Seafood because this was one of the few places left in the past decade or so.
So it was just in California, or
Sam Seafood was on Huntington Beach. Where is it? Yeah, Huntington. I think it's Huntington Beach, right on the ocean, and it's right now some sort of a Tibetan restaurant or something, and they asked them to leave like everything whenever like an old restaurant is sort of forced out. They force them out, and then they leave the property vacant for like 6 months. Then they pull somebody else in when they told the original people that they were gonna tear it down or do something. Never happens that way, and then everybody it's miserable, and you lose something really cool that you wish you didn't. Tiki Luau. I have this menu right here. How many people have the Tiki Luau menu? I'm not sure what year this was. They were on. I think they closed just recent. Did they just close? Are they still awake? Are they still living? I don't even. I don't really want to type stuff in and do research while I'm talking. So I'm gonna pretend these guys are still there. Maybe. No, this looks too old to still be there. Is it still there? Anybody know? Well, they have mushu dishes. Pork mushu is $7.80. So, judging by just that, Polynesian cuisine. Oh man, why am I looking at menus? I'm so hungry. Okay, me so hungry. So let's put that away. I think the actual outside of the menu might be very old. The inside's probably not. So here's one of my favorites. So this restaurant tried to live down its culturally inappropriate, certainly not PC reputation, and they changed themselves several times over the years. It was one of my favorite places as a kid. I loved going there. It is a breakfast joint, and at some point when they were maybe just trying to not die, they came up with this little fat guy, chef guy, as their mascot, but this wasn't their original mascot. This is Sambo's. As you can see there. So he's a bee. That guy is a big chubby bee. Sambo's. I'd actually never seen that before I saw that menu. I'd never seen that new that character. And then here's Pat O'Brien's from the French Quarter. This is very old. I'm not sure what year this is from, but probably a lot of you have been there. And then this is again one of my favorites right here because of just because of the year, the sort of the design of it. It says Dot and Brent. So this guy went with Dot and Brent to Hawaii. This is the Lanai Terrace, and it's just so 1981. It's ridiculous. And Hawaii tried to, they were kind of trying to class themselves up, and lose some of that 70s stuff. But this is that's a really cool sort of logo. Oh, and this was at the Maui Intercontinental.
What were some of the menu prices?
Let's check this out. Let's have an imaginary meal. So first of all, what kind of food they had will sort of date it a little bit. Half avocado with bay shrimp and calypso sauce was $7.25. That this is from 1981. And that's still pretty expensive, I would say.
Yeah, what's Chef's one of the entrees?
Eggs and pasta is
over to the right.
Well, I'm trying to go through all this. Okay, so let's do the prime rib is $15.50. So yeah, we're in the olden days a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope they had like a really large Sizzler style salad bar, because that's where I want to go. And okay, we're down to the last few. Can you believe how many menus? These menus, I have not looked at these menus in a decade, and I just found them. I have 24 Tiki menus. They're all going in frames on a wall now that I'm done. Here's Tonga Room, which was a binder, like with tabs. It has tabs right here, so you can get to all the things you need. Access in the binder.
Wow.
At the Tonga Room at the Fairmont, San Francisco, California. We got this one. I confiscated this. I resorbed this. I resorbed this fetus.
Like absorb.
Yeah, at the Tonga Room with my auntie in 2003. I want to say 3 or 4. That's what this is from. And they wouldn't sell it to me, so I stole it. I mean, I don't do that anymore, but that's what happened. And it was with my auntie. So if my auntie is involved, I was willing to break rules, and this is another one that I broke. So this is a Trader Vic's menu, and this was from uh her funeral 2006, I would say. This is the Palo Alto Trader Vic's. I got this from.
Yep.
So don't do that. Don't steal menus. It's bad. It's bad juju, bad karma, bad mana. It's all the bad things. I know sometimes you got to do it, but don't do that, because usually everyone's on the ball now and they sell the menus because they can make some money. And I think that's smart. This is probably also from that same, I'm going to say this is also from Trader Vic's Palo Alto. I believe it is the drink menu, which is, has all the pretty, it looks old. Yes, stuff in it. And then just to end it, not Tiki, but from our local area, check out this menu. Is this the coolest thing ever?
That is.
And on the back, it says compliments. It's giving compliments to the interior designer, bar woodwork, metalwork, architectural consultant, stained glass, signs, inspiration, menu concept, and menu design. I mean, this place was awesome. I never saw it. Again, tabbed menu here, and at Whiskers, and they have orange snowball, Whiskers sunrise, Ramus fizz, Bloody Mary. Okay, so how much is the steak? Because I think that's what tells us everything we need to know. And I'm going to use the tab and go to dinner fare. Whiskers red flannel hash. Wow, sounds very Vermonty. Whiskers. Okay, prime rib of beef. Our Whiskers full beard cut of prime beef au jus, baked potato, hot homemade popover, famous throughout Vermont, $7.95. Get me a mustache. I'm going home. All right.
So your mom said Lucky Ruthie has a Trader Vic's in London.
Yes, they do still do they? They do for sure. Yeah, they do. And they also have a couple other Tiki Kahala, Kahaka or something. A couple other ones up there in the London town. Very nice. Aloha, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us. I just went through this whole laying out of the menus I found, basically because of the Oceanic Arts auction. Then we got excited. Then we went through our stuff, and then we're like, holy cow, we have so much stuff. We are building a bar in the basement, which has been underway for approximately 15 years, but we never actually did anything until very recently. So it's coming, and we'll probably be filming down there when that is finished.
We had a lot of stuff down there that we needed to, sort through. We've sorted through a lot, and now we have made a lot of progress in space to build a tiki bar.
We've spent the last 2 years cleaning out our stuff and selling off stuff on eBay so that we can magically do things like build a tiki bar in our basement. I'm just going to move all these things out of my way because there's so many of them.
I like those menus.
Aren't those beautiful?
Yeah.
I mean, there's maybe even 30 of them in here. I don't know, but I think we know which ones really.
Yes,
sort of.
I think those are my favorite. That one, the other one, that was like that.
Isn't
too.
That gorgeous? It is.
Style, yeah.
It is. What else do we promise we'd talk about? Let's see here.
Oh, Ohana only being how many days away now?
Oh, 55 days. Fred Talasco, aloha. I just want to say hi to the people that liked our stuff because, we love you. Johnny, Kath, Laura Christie, and Jay Marshak, who always likes our stuff. Thank you very much, Jay. Always.
I know. Kath,
awesome.
I know. Kath is so cute.
Mr. G. Okay, so let's go look at the other things we are talking. Wait, what were they?
Ohana.
Ohana at the lake is 55 days away. Okay, so relating to Ohana, here's the glass again. Ohana at the lake. It's 55 days. How's that even possible?
What year were these from? or was these?
I want to say those were from 2019. The green Ohana glasses. There was orange ones,
Okay.
blue ones,
So the
maybe.
last Ohana that we went to is when we got these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And just another like comment about I'm so comfortable. I look too comfortable, kind of. I'm just like I am lounged fully, just absolutely almost lying down at a 45. But we like these. We have a lot of tiki mugs. There's no doubt that we do, but and a lot of collectible ones. But we do. These are better. I think that cocktail glasses with colorful graphics on the side are
And you
more.
can see through them.
You can
See what
see,
you're
yeah, you
drinking.
can see through them. Mugs are awesome. They serve their purpose, but I'm not a I wouldn't say I'm not a collector of mugs. I'm just not. I don't like the fierce fighting over them, and the breakability is probably the worst thing. I'm scared of breaking them, so I don't want them. Because what's fun about collecting something that you don't touch or use, especially I have friends who have enormous 1,000 mugs, and I'm like, that's very nice, and I really appreciate that for an investment, maybe, but I don't. They're not. You can't. And how do? And what about? So glasses, glasses. I like glasses. I'm gonna make a Primo Kimo glass.
You know, speaking of glasses, that reminds me of Spike's.
Breezeway cocktail hour.
Yeah, and he's gonna be at the Kowloon on
Holy
Sunday.
schnackerels! Spike's Breezeway cocktail hour. You guys love that. That's tonight. Tonight at 9 to 9:30. Right now, he's on Instagram at 9. We only exist to promote Spike's Breezeway cocktail hour. So tonight at 9 on Instagram, he's on the Hula Girls. And then he does like a half hour. Then he puts on a record, and then he talks to everybody. Basically, he just says, hi you, hi you, hi you, hi you, hi you for 30 minutes. But we go tune in. And then he goes over to his other ones and does that's live.
On you, and then on YouTube he does
the live.
the actual
the
pre-recorded,
nicely
edited. Yeah.
And tonight is dude from. I know you rely on me for accurate information, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I will give you a 30 to 40% seed information. It's up to you to verify and to fill in the blanks. The I think his name is Jim, and it's not. And he is the owner of the liquor company that makes the rum. And then
What rum?
and then he's just an expert on liquor, making booze. And we should know, but yeah, you have to go find that out. And he's going to be with Spike, and they already did one on he made a bunch of perfect blend liquors for making tiki cocktails. And then tonight he's showing this 3 booze liquor bottle that's for zombies. It's a blend for zombies, so you don't have to mix the multiple liquors together to make your cocktail.
Huh.
That's right. Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. Spike is going to be at. Do we even finish? I love how I get started on a conversation and I
Kowloon.
tangent off, and
In
then I never even
Massachusetts.
wrap around to finish the original one. Kowloon this Sunday at 7 p.m. Spike from the Breezeway Cocktail Hour is going to be there. Not an organized meetup, but he's meeting as many people as want to come at the Kowloon. We're not going. Why? Because we're still scared of people and everybody. We're gonna go to Ohana and we're
Because we have to
time.
go get donuts locally.
But if we went down there, we could go to Mike's Pastries
And get cannolis.
and load up on those cannolis. Those are the best cannolis
I'm in a
you've
mood for
never had.
donuts.
You want donuts? Milton, Vermont has good donuts, but nobody in Vermont has old fashions. So if there's anybody in Vermont, anybody here listening from Vermont, tell me where to get old fashioned donuts. How do I get them? Tell me. We lost a viewer. He doesn't like donut talk. How dare you? How dare you?
He's on a diet. How do you know it's a he?
Because only he's would leave us high and dry. And they don't even care that we don't have donuts or Kowloon or Mike's pastries. Sweetie, we should really think about. Should we just go on Sunday?
Can Pokey come? I only
That's
go
the
if he can
problem.
come.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think
that
so.
Reese's.
He can't go in a restaurant. That's not allowed.
It's the Kowloon. They're closing. What are they gonna do? Couple dark hairs in your Szechuan beef. Is anybody really gonna complain? Somebody else left. There's only 6 eyeballs
I
left.
could actually.
Aloha, 6 eyeballs. We love you. Thank you very much for coming here.
I could wear like a
spending your-
shawl and put him underneath it and just pretend I'm pregnant.
So we're doing it at Ohana. So
What? No, we're not. Shh.
Oh,
Don't
that's
give
what's
away our
happening.
secrets.
It's gonna happen. Oh, my friends, we are so excited. This is the 5th Primo Kimo Talk Story Happy Hour. You know, I'm really excited that this. I have to say this is probably the most people we have had sustained watching us at any given time. That
Oh,
so it usually
okay.
goes down to like 0,
Thanks,
and then
guys.
yeah, I know, seriously. Because we get very excited about today. And in fact, Bridget was just telling me this morning, she's like, she woke up, she came downstairs, she's like, doo, 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 just like sparkles like shooting out of the top of her head.
Well, for
she's
one,
like-
it was sunny.
What's that?
2, it was going to be at least 50 degrees today.
And it was nice, 60. Yeah.
And
we had this today. So
yeah,
she got really
and I
excited.
look forward to it.
And I do too.
Because we
I have to agree.
don't do anything. We are
Cheers.
still isolating.
Because I'm a comorbidity.
Yeah,
So.
we still don't really go out and do anything. So this is our going out and doing something.
It's very nice. And thank you very much for enjoying the time with us. And we just hope to get you psyched up for the weekend, because this is the weekend. I wonder if Amy's here. Do you think Amy Pulaski's here?
No, I don't
think she is.
No.
If you are here, I saw your pictures of you at Dinosaur Junior the other night, and I was like, wow. It was in a tiny club, and she was like, yeah, I can't hear ever again. And that's what Dinosaur Junior is known for, being super loud, crashy.
They're 90s. Are they a 90s band?
Yeah, super 90s.
Okay.
But they're not grunge. They're like post punk.
What was one of their hits?
I do not believe they had any hits. I don't know of any hits that they had. I mean, they're not like Pearl Jam. They were kind of a,
Were they played on like the college radio?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they weren't.
Really?
They weren't mainstream. They weren't kind of mainstream, but not.
They would not have been played on the Buzz.
If the Buzz was around, maybe. No,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like as a gold tune, maybe. As a gold hit.
Because I have heard of them, but I just can't think of what they.
Yeah, they're loud.
Okay.
It's kind of like I would put them in the Sonic Youth. Not as good as not as exalted as Sonic Youth, but like in that sort of noise category more than a specific. I'm not sure how to define the genre. That's not grunge. It's Pacific Northwesty punky post punk. I'm not sure. Anybody have a better
okay.
how to describe that? I don't. Problematic. Carl said problematic. What was he talking about?
Something that was.
He's referring to something at 418.
Oh, look, there's comments.
Yeah, I know. Why don't we don't know? How do you get to the Facebook?
Oh yeah, there he is. Carl, if you're still there.
Aloha,
Hi.
Carl. Where's Carl gonna be tonight? Everybody, let's check Carl. We're gonna promote Carl.
He's very talented.
Super talented, and a very lovely, soft voice of he's dulcet. He's a dulcet. He's not a docent, but he's a dulcet. Perhaps I'll be his dulcet tonight, and I will lead you to him and tell you about Carl. And Carl's awesome. So musically, he is a comfortable uke star, and we are going to see him. When are we going to it's July something, and he's going to be Bob Seger cover band. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. Hold on.
At the Kowloon.
At the Kowloon, right?
Yeah.
It actually is at the Kowloon.
I mean, they are
Jeez,
like going out with a big bang. That Kowloon. Although I don't think they've actually.
All that's left is going to be a crater.
I don't think they've nailed down like their last day yet, though, right?
The
The
Kowloon.
Kowloon, yeah.
They haven't. I don't know. They haven't promoted it, but you know they probably do understand when they're going to close. I imagine. You said Troublematic asked what word you were looking for, so I answered. I say thank you. Okay, so wait. So Carl, he is there. Hold on. Looking for where he's at tonight. There he is. It's Friday. You need warmth of lenses. This is where he was at last week. Lenses, 6:30 to 10 p.m. in all Friday nights. So go see Carl at Lenses. It's in Massachusetts, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
He's super talented.
Carl, have a great night, and thank you so much. He's always supporting us, and that's who he is. A nice guy. And Popless is still here because there's still six of you are glued in. One's my mom. You have to know mom's gonna be there. Then we have Carl. I'm gonna say Popless. I'm gonna say Ruthie. I'm gonna say Johnny.
No, Johnny would have said something.
Johnny's out on the boat murdering fish, making them scream.
Carl said that it's every Friday at Dracut, Dracut, Massachusetts. You're too kind.
No, it's that's what we like. This drink is so good. By the way, okay. So I'm going to put down. Okay. That's what's his favorite? Leo Getz from
Joe Pesci.
Lethal Weapon. Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Okay.
Lethal Weapon 3, 4, whatever. Okay.
Oh,
whatever you want, Leo Getz. Excellent drink. Thank you, me, for making this up. I'm the king of what the heck? He just looked like he went like this. He went out here and then just went drop. It was kind of weird.
A little scary.
Pucks, how you doing?
He was doing the side shuffle like David
Pucks,
Spade.
Can you go get me the Oh, well, we're going to talk about TV in a second.
Dre cut.
Pokes, can you get me another cocktail, please? Thank you.
He's wagging his tail.
Look at that little tail just spinning up like he's going to fly away.
You only have another 13 minutes.
Okay, I can wait. Well, I'm not done with this one. I just thought maybe he would get me one, and that would be really impressive to the people. Boy, it's good.
Can you imagine him like shaking it?
Yeah. Oh, he'll shake it, and he does it the proper way. Out from the body. He knows what's up. But I will say that I am the king of. I just want to finish giving myself the props for taking whatever's in the house and making some sort of cocktail that does not disappoint. It's another one of my talents. I'm not sure. That's not really mixologist. That's much more to do with eBay. Thank you. Ow! I broke my arm.
Pat yourself on the back there.
Let's give myself a round of applause. I deserve that. Thank you very much.
Oh, bye, Carl. He says, I'm going to work now. Watch my eyeball number disappear, right?
Oh,
now.
Aloha, Carl. Bye-bye. Oh, Carl. He's awesome. You can keep watching us on your phone, right? Just put us on the phone. Mobilize yourself around. Maybe put it on a lanyard.
How dare
How
you?
dare you leave? How dare you?
Blah,
with all
blah,
your blah,
blah.
blah, blah. And none of your... Yeah. Just put your phone on a lanyard and listen to us.
I need to find an opportunity in every
it's fine.
Friday live stream to do that. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes. I think that fits you.
Come here.
Oh, Pokes, are you back with no drink? How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, my pokes.
He's looking at you like, hey, what do you have for me?
Okay, so Tiki, so we're on the TV. Is this over the mic? Let's get
Well,
this.
I'm trying to hold it up so he can jump on my lap.
So the TV shows. Well, we're gonna talk about TV shows. And why did I say we're just gonna move into the TVs? I already forget.
Oh, no, we just a couple of TV shows that we really like. Severance.
Severance, we might have mentioned that before. If you haven't seen Severance, you must see Severance. It is Netflix, is it? Or
Oh,
Apple
no, Apple.
Plus. I think
Yeah,
it's
I think
Apple
it's
Plus.
Apple.
But that show is if redonkulous is a good word, it's redonkulous because it's not what you expect at all, and it's just a really awesome TV show. But what we were just talking about something, and then I was like, we're going to talk about TV in just a second. What was I going to say? Boy, do I feel silly when I don't remember my own words. But I'll go back to how I take all the ingredients in the house and put them in a blender and come up with a cocktail that everyone likes. Mostly because you put like 3 or 4 shots of booze in it, and then it's like, we call this a mind eraser. Oh wait, by the way, what did you call that? I don't remember. Because my mind is erased.
All right.
Oh, this little machine is so awesome. I can't tell you how excited I am
How many
to
sound
use
effects can you pre-program?
You can do 16.
Oh, can we add more?
Yeah, we really haven't done. We're just kind of slowly moving into this. Hopefully we're just thinking that, we'll just keep doing live streams.
If anyone has any suggestions as to what sound effects we should add, please say something in the comments.
Or what we should even talk about, because quite frankly, I put exactly 7 minutes into today's show. And that's because I felt like we had done 5 shows or 4 shows, and that I could just do it in 7 minutes. So that's what happened. Oh, the 6th person went, that wasn't enough for me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We watched David Spade. That was it. So we watched the comedy special from David Spade. That is Netflix. Oh my God. That's so funny. If you like David Spade, remember sarcasm, a tiny bit blue, but nothing too, you're not going to keep I wouldn't sit there with my 13-year-old, but I would.
I mean, and he's making fun of himself half the time. It was good.
I think any good comedian is self-deprecating,
yeah,
for sure. But you don't necessarily know, how am I going to enjoy this comedy special by David Spade? I think just saying the comedy special by David Spade should be enough to intrigue you to watch it. And I will leave it at that, because I think it is well worth your time.
And give it a second. I would say maybe a quarter of the way in is when I started going, okay, yep.
I hurt myself. I ripped a stitch in my giant belly. I hurt myself laughing.
We were laughing so hard. It was hurting me. I was trying to not laugh because it was hurting so much.
We dialed 911 and we were waiting. If he makes me laugh again, I'm going to dial the other one and get an ambulance over here, because I'm dying of laughter.
Yeah, it was that like ouch in the stomach, in the throat. I swallowed a bunch of peanut butter. I don't know. It was just like, so this is hurting, but it's great.
If you enjoy pain from your comedy, go watch David Spade on Netflix. It's well worth your hour for that, or 90 minutes, whatever it is. Pokey, did you like that? Pokes, do you need to go outside? You keep coming over here. This is a door that goes outside.
He probably sees the bunny zombies walking around or something.
Bunny zombies. And we've done a lot of work over the pandemic and stuff, and this board right here. Hold on, I'm gonna look. How do I point?
Oh, wait,
that board right there. That board right there. We have never painted it. I've taken it on and off the wall like 16 times because I'm trying to fish wire through this little area. So I've never put that board on the
It's
wall.
trim. It's a trim.
Trim board. And I've never painted it. And it always is sticking out of the top of my head unpainted.
I don't know if anyone really would have noticed if you didn't point it
Yeah.
out.
We have really smart people who are very focused in on imperfections that watch us. That's the only imperfection you'll ever find in this house. For sure.
Yep. Only one.
It's true. Aloha. Aloha. Do you hear the music in the background? Do you hear the tiny music in the background? Isn't that lovely? This reminds me of being a kid too, traveling to Hawaii, because you would hear, like, as soon as you got on the airplane to go to Hawaii in the like 70s, they would be playing this. You would hear it in the airport. It was like you were, once you got checked in to United or Pan Am or however you were getting there, if it was going to Hawaii, that gate, there was Hawaiian music coming over there. So like we lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. So when you went to SFO, you'd go to the little restaurant. I think it was Bedoin, whatever, the sourdough bread baker. They had a restaurant at the airport. And whenever my mom would go out of town or anybody would always go to this little restaurant, and then you'd go to your gate, and then it would have this kind of music playing in the background. And then it would be on the those air headphone things that was just air, and they'd stick in your ears. And when you took them off, your ear holes would hurt. Then that played also.
Your ear holes would re-hurt.
They would re-hurt after the first hurting, wherever that
Okay.
happened. But so basically the airplanes in the 1970s played.
Jim Johnson says hello.
Aloha, Jim.
Hi.
Welcome. If you haven't been here the whole time, Jim,
How dare you?
Yeah, we stepped up our cocktail
Blah,
game
blah,
just
blah.
for you,
Yeah.
but now it's the hour's over almost. But I will tell you, this is a Primo's punch, which is a planter punch grog. I use some magic on there. It's Primo magic. A tiny bit of grenadine.
Jim says, sorry I'm late. Damn work. Sad face.
It's Friday. Pebble Ice. It's Friday. So everybody should be happy.
And he says, I'd drink that.
It's really good. I think you would enjoy this. It's I'll just go over it because it's for Jim. It's Plantation 5. It is Myers Float, Plantation 5, Falernum, OJ, Lime, Fresh. Ooh, what else? Orangey, the things, dashes.
Did you say apricot?
Apricot brandy. I put that in here. No, that's the that sort of goes for the grog side. But these things, I had to modify the planter's punch. I am exhausted from talking about the cocktail. This is the greatest cocktail we've cooked on this show. So I will say that. And the most ingredients.
Yeah.
And it was for Jim. That's why we did it.
Yes.
Literally, that's why we did it. So thank you, Jim, for inspiring us.
He says, I have all those ingredients. Woo!
Yeah, it's once you get past a certain number of ingredients, they all have a similar flavor, because that falernum is very flavor.
He says, "Aw."
Yeah, it's Jim. It's all Jim.
Oh,
a little bit pokey though.
Poke.
There's a tiny bit pokey involved.
Sir Pokes a lot.
Hi, Pokes.
Come on, buddy.
Hi, Peanut. I suggest you do watch the early part of the show just so you can see the menus, because our menu collection appears to be very robust, and we didn't even know we had it really because of forgetting.
We have so much stuff. It's just
a lot of stuff.
Buried like years worth of collecting.
I have been selling full time my stuff without really not buying new stuff. I have been selling my stuff for 3 years full time, and now she's been doing it for 2 years with me, still selling my stuff, and we still have so much stuff we don't even know where all the stuff is. So
a bunch of sewing patterns. Like, who would have thought? I don't sew.
Right now, we're working
don't
through
sew.
like 300 sewing patterns from the 1940s and 50s. I Poke does not appreciate
he
it. He
needs
does
a
not
treat.
want. Oh, I threw them over there and then they fell.
It's almost over, Pokes. Don't worry. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, guys, it has been. Did Alexa play Loverboy? It ain't over till Loverboy comes on. So we're still here.
Oh, maybe maybe her volume is down.
No, she knows how to play Loverboy.
I
No,
don't hear
she's
her.
not there.
No, something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Alexa's not playing Everybody's Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. How can this be?
Up.
There she is.
Oh no, she just heard you talking about her, talking smack.
No, there it is.
Oh.
Can you hear it on here? Hold on. Can you hear it in the headphones?
No, not at all.
You can kind of hear like the little.
Oh, maybe
it's just a little. Everybody's working for the weekend. Thank you guys again for showing up and hanging out with us on Friday afternoon. It is just after 5. Everybody's got to leave work now. Everybody's got to go to Don the Beachcomber. Everybody's got to get a cocktail. Put your key in the basket. Get ready for Friday night because everybody's working for the weekend. And I think this is where we sign off until next Friday. Aloha.
We love you, Jim. We love
sorry.
you guys too. Please say hi to Genevieve for us.
Yes, aloha. Only 55 days till Ohana,
Love you,
everybody.
Nance.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Everybody's working for the weekend. 55 days till Ohana. Thank you, Jim. Love you, Mom. Everybody. Bye-bye. See you next week. And have a great weekend.
Aloha.
Aloha. Go see Carl tonight in Dracut, Mass at Lindsay's. And go see Spike, Breezeway Cocktail Hour at the Kowloon on Sunday at 7 p.m. in the evening.
And if you don't want to go anywhere, watch David Spade on Netflix.
Yes,
It's funny.
do that. Aloha.
Aloha.
See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye.